Greetings, sacred wayshores of the new earth. We have arrived in the new space and time, day 21 of anchoring in the new earth energies as we rise, merging heaven and earth. We are at 11720212121 of the 33 of mastery and divine manifestation. We had powerful activations on the Schumann resonance charts, many codes coming in. Today, the power of 13, the divine goddess, divine feminine energies coming in. Again, today from a girl in the universe, high vibrational energies now layering in almost an ethereal magic feeling to them. Schumann resonance has been activated for several hours. We're beginning to really feel the effects of these incoming energies. As they layer in, we are feeling the standard Ascension symptoms, ears ringing, heavy head pressure, phantom pains, and more. But there is something magical hidden in these, something light, ethereal, and very outer worldly. Tap into them. Feel the anything you believe is possible energy in them. Is this a feeling of days to come, of our new normal? Hope in the air, belief, love. The winds of change are literally here. And they are here for you. Embrace you, love and light. S.A. Smith, agirlintheuniverse.com. Over the last 24 hours, we had 171 M1.5 or greater earthquakes. 71 into the 17, the 8-8 of the Lemurian Lion's Gate. As we are transitioning through this phase of portal opening, portal activation into the final purge of the 21st. Earlier today, we had 2 4-4 activations on the Ring of Fire, one in China, 4-4, Dali, China, and then Leon, Nicaragua, Central America, on the east, one on the west of the Lemurian Ring of Fire, creating the 8-8 Lion's Gate, and then in Ferndale, also on the eastern side of the Ring of Fire, with a 4-4 in Ferndale, California, Argentina, South America, in the Andes Mountains where our sacred condor flies high with a 4-6, 157 kilometers depth. Turkey, 4.1. Then in the Dominican Republic with the Atlantean Divine Masculine Energies, 3.8 of the 11, 79 kilometers depth. And then a 3-3, again 33, Dominican Republic. In the sacred portal of Crete, Greece, 4.2, 42 kilometers depth. 66 code. Then in Puerto Rico 3-1, 3-7, Argentina 4-6, Chile 4-7, Chile 4-6, 10-10, the first portal to my sacred condor. And then in Fiji we had a 4.5 magnitude and Council of 9 energies coming in, 555 kilometers depth, the 555 gateway. Puerto Rico 3-4, 3-2, 3-2, divine masculine rising up, living from the heart, being connected to all things. Myanmar 4-3, Puerto Rico 3-0, 3-5, Vanuatu 4.5 on the Ring of Fire, Council of 9, Puerto Rico 3-2, Dominican Republic 3-7, Texas 3.0, Puerto Rico 3.4, Russia 4-4, Argentina, South America, Andes Mountains, Kundalini of the Earth 4.5, Council of 9 energies, 122 kilometers depth, Japan, Hokkaido 4.8, 12 Divine Goddess energies, 103 kilometers depth, 12 into the 13, Divine Feminine, Magdalene energies, Lemurian, Puerto Rico, 3.2, 14 kilometers depth. So we had many activations in the Lemurian and in the Atlantean codes, the New Atlantis and the New Lemuria. Flowing in, coming in, rising up, being fully activated. We start today with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 27 degrees, 6 minutes Pisces. The sun is at 28 degrees, 11 minutes Capricorn. The Sabian symbol for the moon at 28 degrees Pisces, a fertile garden under the full moon. And the Sabian symbol for the sun, 29 degree Capricorn, A woman reading tea leaves from astrologyweekly.com. Today we start with Divine Sister of the Light, Christy 1. Emergency transmutations, big planetary relief occurring now. I can confirm that we have collapsed a bunch of low vibe timelines the last 24 hours. I have been made to stay in bed indoors all day yesterday, which is unusual for me to process the timelines. We have been doing emergency transmutations for collective since the first day of rioting at the Capitol, so that planetary vibes stay higher. There is retaliation energy on us as we transmute, so it makes it feel worse. Try to feel the energy of pure love, and breathing helps. Everyone, if you feel the timelines today, they are different, lighter. This is having an important positive effect on the collective timelines. It has already shifted things to easier victory. If you feel off, center in divine love and divine truth. Affirm that victory is occurring now. Don't be afraid to have a little fun and enjoyment. Also, as the collective frequencies rise, we are free to shed a personal layer of density, so you may have woken up not only in higher earth timelines, but also in a personal higher vibration where you are free of some polarity energy all of a sudden, like an effortless healing has taken place, and you notice you feel free in a way you haven't been before. It may take time for the body to physically process this, so it may take time to feel centered again. Using affirmations can help. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Patricia Cota Robles. The USA needs your light this week. This is a critical moment in the United States of America, and we at Era of Peace are joining with the company of heaven and sending our heartfelt plea for assistance on behalf of all the sons and daughters of God abiding in this country. There is a divine plan unfolding that may not be obvious to our finite minds. However, our I Am presence and the legions of light in the realms of illumined truth are well aware of this plan and are orchestrating it in divine order. The company of heaven is asking all of us to intervene at this time by empowering the activities of light in the following invocations. This is the assistance that our I Am presence has been training us for lifetimes, to invoke when the time is right, and that time is now. Archangel Michael and the legions of power and protection. I am my I Am presence, and I am one with the I Am presence of every person on the earth. In the name, love, wisdom, power, and authority of the beloved presence of God, I am blazing in my heart, and by the power of light's victory, now made manifest on earth, I invoke Archangel Michael and his legions of power and protection to come forth now. Beloved ones, descend into Washington, D.C. and the surrounding suburban areas with your sword of blue flame, cut free 3 times every force that is not of the light. Encapsulate these energies in your cosmic circle of white lightning. Lift every electron of this negativity into the arms of divine grace and instantly transmute its cause, core, effect, record, and memory back into light. Beloved Archangel Michael, I ask that you now direct your legions of power and protection to expand this divine service into every state, city, town, and homestead in the United States of America. With your sword of blue flame, cut free 3 times every force that is not of the light. Encapsulate these energies in your cosmic circle of white lightning. Lift every electron of this negativity into the arms of divine grace, and instantly transmute its cause, core, effect, record, and memory back into light. Beloved ones, expand this divine service now into every country, nation, city, province, town, and hamlet on earth. With your sword of blue flame, cut free 3 times every force that is not of the light. Encapsulate these energies in your cosmic circle of white lightning. Lift every electron of this negativity into the arms of divine grace, and instantly transmute its cause, core, effect, record, and memory back into the light. Beloved legions of light, in the full authority of God's will on earth, I command that in every location where negativity was removed, the patterns of perfection for divine government shall be established now and forever. Through the presence of God I ask for a special cosmic dispensation. Beloved Father, Mother God, and the legions of light throughout infinity, envelop Washington, D.C., the United States of America, and every country on earth, in the full embrace of God's will and the sacred flames of divine love, enlightenment, wisdom, truth, eternal peace, justice, freedom, compassion, and all of the infinite patterns of perfection associated with divine government. I make this invocation, this command, and this decree through the power of God I am, and so it is, beloved I am. The invocation to the Elohim of God's first cause of perfection. Through the presence of God I am, in me and in all of humanity, I invoke the mighty Elohim and the legions of light associated with the sapphire blue flame of God's first cause of perfection. Blessed One, come forth now and blaze your sacred flame into the cause and core of all human miscreation in Washington, D.C., and hence throughout every government capital in the world. Go forth now with your invisible angelic legions, and sweep through every government building, every office, every home in the city of Washington, D.C., and every state in the USA. Expand this purifying activity of light into every country in the world. Transmute the human desire to use free will destructively and replace it with the intense desire to serve God and humanity with reverence for all life. I ask that you permanently station your angelic legions in Washington, D.C., and in all government centers on earth to ensure that all rates of vibration that tie any individual to activities of discord or imbalance be quickened to a point where they are set free in the light. Protect every soul from accepting negative human suggestions, and help each one to be a receiver of the forces and inspirational activities of God. Assist each one to be a willing participant in the fulfillment of the divine plan of establishing divine government on earth, a government of the I Am Presence, by the I Am Presence, for the I Am Presence of all humanity. Give added protection to those people who are already manifesting God's will through their divine plans, and protect them from all interference that would seek to disrupt the establishment of divine government on earth. I consciously accept this done right now, eternally sustained and all-powerfully active, ever-expanding and world-encompassing, until divine government is manifest in every country of the world. And so it is, beloved I am, the goddess of liberty, justice, freedom, victory, glory, and oneness. In the name of the almighty presence of God I am, and through the creative fire pulsating in every heart flame, I invoke the goddess of liberty, the goddess of justice, the goddess of freedom, the goddess of victory, the goddess of glory, and the goddess of oneness. I also invoke the silent watcher for Washington, D.C., beloved Columbia, and all of the mighty guardians and cosmic beings who dwell in the etheric complex over Washington, D.C. Blessed ones, come forth now and assist me with the most powerful cleansing activity humanity and the earth are capable of receiving during this cosmic moment. As one unified heart, we now invoke the fifth-dimensional, crystalline, solar, violet flame of God's infinite perfection. Blaze, blaze, blaze this sacred violet fire in, through, and around all inharmonious actions, all lower human consciousness, and all obstructions of the light that I or any part of life have ever placed on the pathway of life's perfection. Through the divine power of God's infinite perfection, transmute this discordant energy, cause, core, effect, record, and memory now and forever. Blaze and sustain the violet flame of 1,000 suns, and the cosmic blue lightning of divine will, power, faith, and authority from the very heart of our Mother, Father, God, in, through, and around the President of the United States of America and his cabinet now and forever, the Senate and the House of Representatives for the United States of America now and forever, the Supreme Court and all courts of law and all legal procedures now and forever, the United Nations and all of its members now and forever, through all world leaders and those associated with the governments of earth as national, state, and local levels now and forever. I accept this victoriously accomplished through the power of God I am, and so it is. The decree for the earth and her nations. In the full power and authority of the beloved presence of God I am, we, the children of earth, humbly come to the heart of our Father, Mother, God to invoke into the physical plane of earth the most intensified activity of God's will ever manifested in the history of all time. We invoke the legions of light serving this blessed earth to absorb this divine essence into every fiber of their beings and project it into the heart flame and conscious mind of every person associated with the governments of this planet in any way, shape, or form. Blaze the cosmic flame of God's will through every one of these people and clear away any destructive activity of their own free will which might rush in to try and impede their conscious desire to do God's will. Help them to become and remain obedient to the law of harmony and to be God in all action at all times. Seal all governmental positions, individually and collectively, in the radiance of God's will. Reveal through illumination's flame the divine purpose and divine plan for each office and each individual, and give to each person the spiritual courage to fulfill that plan perfectly. Let the will of God be manifest in, through, and around all of the governments of the world, now and forever. Let the light of God that is eternally victorious enlighten and lead all humanity everywhere. We accept this manifesting now, even as we call. And so it is, beloved, I am. God bless you. Patricia Cota Robles, airofpeace.org. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Asara Adams. Energy update by Adama of Telos, January 17, 2021. Greetings, beloved ones. We are most joyous to connect with you here today, and we send you our utmost love from the heart of Telos. Dear ones, the world is ascending. The ascension of earth involves the shedding of the old earth, and with it all the old societal, political, and economic structures are being dissolved and are falling away. This is important in order to allow for the higher dimensional 5D structures to be anchored on your planet. As this is all happening, many feel uneasy, to say the least. Change on a global scale can trigger many emotions in the individual. Please know that on a soul level you plan to be on earth at this time to behold this magnificent process of ascension. When you know that all the ups and downs right now are a process, it might be easier to focus on the big picture. It might be easier to understand that the third dimensional matrix which held you in bondage is dissolving. The unreal experience of the matrix is leaving, and the real experience of the fifth dimension is entering now. Freedom is going to be the outcome. Well-being is going to be the outcome. Love is going to be the outcome. You are a part of this outcome. You have entered this incarnation as light bearers, way showers, light workers, and conduits for the divine new earth. You are anchoring the light in your world, which acts as a bridge to the divine new earth. Know that all will be well. We champion your victory in the light. Welcome home. We send you all so much love. You are carried on the wings of angels to bring forth the new earth. Know in your heart that you are always surrounded by your angels, ascended masters, guides, galactic families of light, and yes, also by your family and friends in Telos, and always will be. Dear ones, we are walking with you on this journey, and you are loved beyond measure, always. I am your brother Adama of Telos. Thank you, Adama. Channeled by Asara Adams from teloschannel.com. Today from Divine Sister of Light, Judith Kusel. Very powerful energies of complete changes are pouring in. The old systems are being shaken to the core as all is disintegrating. And it is the time of renewal, rebirth, revamping, reinvention in the highest degrees, and thus cling to nothing and no one. It is the open heart and the power of love which will see you through, the intuitive knowing and guidance from deep within, and the divine connectedness. We are stepping into that which we cannot even imagine right now, a much higher frequency life, and thus in a much higher dimensional state. Indeed, we have already stepped into it, and some souls are already there, and even higher. I just love this moment, for indeed the more I expand into universal space and live there, the more grateful I become for the immensity of the gift of this time. The shift is deep within yourself. As you shift, your own awareness shifts, and thus as you are ready, you are being prepared for takeoff, and then step into the fullness of the truth of your soul and live in that much higher dimensional state. Miracles are happening in profound ways, yet most are unaware, for they allow the mass consciousness to suck them in, instead of rising above it all. The next 3 months are Rubicon months, and indeed the chasm between the old 3D and the 5D and higher is increasing rapidly. From JudithKusel.com. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse, Lua Astrology, Jupiter in Aquarius, square Uranus in Taurus. A mind-expanding influence generates huge questions about life, the universe, the future. There are also questions around philosophy, morality, laws, education. Maybe something about the world feels off, glitchy, disconnected, wild. In response, we feel jumpy. Expect the unexpected. Avoid crowds. The connection between these planets is strained, and the blistering heat of Mars, too, is close by to Uranus. Beliefs, cultures, and attitudes clash between groups. Rebelliousness and anxiety grow, and restlessness makes the ground beneath our feet seem unstable. A huge desire for freedom fills the air, and we're charged with electric anticipation. Perhaps we feel ready to take a leap of faith, but results are unpredictable. Still, despite the potential disruption, this planetary picture could stir us to break out of our comfort zone to find our joy. This could be the lucky break you were waiting for, but look before you leap. From LeahWhitehorse.com. Today from the Zolkin Times, Kin 3-4, White Galactic Wizard. The number 8 is called Galactic, and its key words are harmony, model, and integrity. Galactic days are great for enjoying music, striving for harmony in your life, and making more of an effort to get along with others. Integrity is a key word because harmony can only exist where there is integrity. Did you ever do something you are not proud of? When in that moment you lacked integrity, how quickly was that followed by disharmony? Today is White Wizard, and the key words associated with it are enchant, receptivity, and timelessness. The wizard is a very shamanic sign, and enchantment happens when you experience non-ordinary realms. These profound moments can change you on a very deep level. There is more to this world than meets the eye. It is an interesting combination of day and numbers, suggesting that finding harmony can be a precursor to enchantment. 222 coming in. Today may you be enchanted in a harmonious way. You may also be the one who enchants others. Just be careful and use your integrity. Today's guide is the white mirror, which suggests that search for truth is guiding our actions today. The path to finding harmony is by accepting the truth. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, White Galactic Wizard, Kin 34, 17 January 2020, Exposing the Truth. 17-1-2021, 17-1-5 equal 815 equal 14 equal 5. 17 Immortality, leave a legacy. 8 Abundance, infinity, source flow. 1 New beginnings, original leader. 5 Freedom, liberation, change, transformation. Kin 3-4 equals 7 Magic, mystic, spiritual, solitude. Hooray, hooray, it's White Wizardry Day, another very powerful magical healing day. Day 8 in the Blue Hand wave spell of accomplishing healing on all levels, through accessing greater knowledge and skills. The 6th day is here, where we learn to be still and receptive in order to integrate the magic flowing through us, which is needed to accomplish our desires and return us to wholeness. Galactic is tone number 8, which represents infinity, abundance, and flow, the inflow and outflow from Source. So as we connect through our pure hearts and minds, we begin to witness more magic in our lives. Connection to Source reveals divine truth, and this wisdom can set us free. Tone of creation, Galactic, tone 8 in the mental realm, action, modeling, power, harmonize, essence, integrity. The Galactic tone will influence much mental analysis today. The most important factor is that we model integrity in our thoughts, words, and actions. Are our intentions based on harmony through integrity of being? Our plans need to be transparent and for the highest good of our community and planet, for them to hold up in these new energies. Our projects and business models will then serve as a model for others following in our footsteps, who hold the ideals of unity, peace, and harmony as a priority. At Tone 8, we have entered a new scale, and we are so proud. We just have to model ourselves for others. We have also mastered harmony at this stage. We are galactic, and don't we know it? It is timely today that we open our minds and hearts to receive love and wisdom from our galactic star families. In turn, we should also take time to send them our deep appreciation and love, opening the doorway to stronger communication channels, more magic and closer connections. Get ready to become galactic citizens. The most powerful magic is the spell that liberates others from enslavement and limitation. So use your magical powers for the greater good. Focus on healing all that is not in harmony with our natural state of divine happiness and joy. The galactic wizards of the new earth are the wise sages and saints from yesteryear who have returned with new powers and expanded galactic perspectives. The era of dark magi is closing, and all magic has returned to the realm of light. Victory to the light. As we remain focused on the highest possible outcome for humanity, we are able to accomplish harmony and great healing for ourselves and our beloved planet. Today's question is, what false constructs have you held that have impeded stepping into your full integrity and being receptive to the truth of your divine existence? Divine blessings for the return of truth, honor, and integrity in our enchanting new world. And Lakek Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 34, White Galactic Wizard. The mantra, the code for today is, I harmonize in order to enchant. Modeling receptivity, I seal the output of timelessness. With the galactic tone of integrity, I am guided by the power of endlessness. And on this most powerful day of activations, awakening, and transmitting divine truth, let us know in the comments below, beloved beings of light, what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell next to subscribe to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to take the time to thank all of our supporters on Patreon and for all of your donations. We are relying 100% on pledges and donations for our mission and for our work and for our daily living expenses, so we appreciate that all. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Sandra Spalding, for your pledge and support on Patreon. If you'd like to support our work and the legacy, the legion of the Eagle and the Condor, you can make a pledge on patreon.com/Prime Disclosure. I'd also like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Gail Lambert, for your donation today. We also have our PayPal link in the description below for any donations. And we are in the process of preparing to manifest our first healing retreat center, but I do not know what the timeline is, but I'll be in touch with a couple of our angelics on Patreon this week, and we'll start discussing the first steps, the first phases of manifesting the first healing retreat center. And we hope to bring that to all of you, to the world, very soon. And we'll keep you up to date through this channel on how we progress through this great manifestation. I'd also like to take the time to thank everyone for supporting my Sacred Condor, my goddess's website and art on lunagoddessart.com. She has a couple new goddess totems that have been updated on that site, so take a look at that. And we appreciate everyone that has made the purchase. Each one of these custom totems, they're made 100% out of wool. Very beautiful art from my queen that she hand makes, and each one is unique and encoded with the divine goddess energy, divine feminine, divine union, the Eros Gamos energy, and comes to you on the wings of love. So thank you all for your support. We appreciate you all. Code 237 coming in. 37 into the 73, heaven on earth, aho. And we will end today's transmission with a sacred mantra, Tibetan mantra of purification. So take a deep breath, release, let go, put your awareness in your heart center, and feel into the energies of these vibrations, these frequencies, and the resonance. Om Bedrasato Samuya Manu Paliya Bedrasato Te no Pa Dista Dista Me Bawa Sato Kayo Me Bawa Satu Kayo Me Bawa Sarma Siti Me Tayatsu Sarma Karma Zitsu Me Sitrum Sirium Kuru Hung Ha 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 ho Bhagawan Sarva Darva Gate Bera Mame Mitsu Benzure Bawamaha Samuya Satu The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.